Good afternoon. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK.
And my name is Louise Gordon from Clarity Crafts in the UK as well.
Welcome to a special episode of Clarity Social TV.
Yes.
This week, we're doing something slightly different on our social TVs because we're celebrating our Clarity Craft Club members' half price sale.
Yes.
So what that means is we kicked off the sale last Thursday and it runs up until midnight on Monday, the 23rd. We'll talk a little bit more about that. So what we're doing over this hour and the hours we have on Friday is we're choosing some of our favourite designs and we're shining a light on them because we know many of our friends have recently joined us or joined us since Create and Craft and No More up in Outdoor.
Yeah.
So there may be some designs that you haven't seen before. We have the lovely Jilly in the room with you. So if you've got any questions, she is there to help. I can see we've got some friends in the room already. Jilly will pop a link up to our show page, which will show all the products that we're going to look at during this hour.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Lynn. Good afternoon, Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lovely. These are some of Louise's favourite designs, and she hinted at them during Groovy Tuesday this morning, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Has it got really warm in here all of a sudden, or is it?
It has. Doors shut.
The door's shut.
Getting warmer.
Oh my goodness me. Okay, right.
If you hide your microphone away from the fan, you might be able to get away with having the
Yeah, should
fan
we
on.
try it?
I think if I move my microphone forward, it won't blow on it. So let me
just bear with. We're
See you
just going to
later.
pop downstairs. Maybe if you point it in your direction.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
oscillating?
No.
No, that's it. Point it in your direction, and then it's hopefully.
And then I'll move forward so it doesn't blow on the microphone.
Julie, if you can let me know whether phone's about sort of thing. If you can hear the because we did this on Saturday when we were doing the recording, didn't we? And we did our little test, and all you could hear was the fan blowing as if it was like a gusty day
like
out on the seaside.
Yeah, family video when you're on a beach or something.
Because I have to have the mic down so low because I'm loud and Louise is quiet. So Jilly is just texting now, so hopefully that'll be all okay.
I'm right on the edge of the chair.
Right on the edge of the chair.
Do you know what? The other day, I did that out there. I was on the edge of the chair and I leaned forward to grab something and I leaned back and the chair just slid backwards and I fell on my bum.
What that crash was. Okay. I can't think where we were now. Oh yeah, we just said how it got really hot, didn't it? So for what we will do, okay, Jackie can't hear it, that's great. Can't hear you over the fan. No, it's fine. Thank you, Jilly.
Cool.
Great sense of humour when we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Right. Okay. So Louise has chosen some of her favourite designs to shine a light on during the course of this hour. So Jilly will pop a link up to the show page, which will show everything that is featured during the course of this hour. Now, I'm sure I'm preaching to many of the converted already that's joined us today, already Craft Club members, and no doubt taking advantage of the half price sale.
Yes.
So being part of the Clarity Craft Club, not only do you receive a lovely product and a step-by-step tutorial and a lovely booklet for 12 months, every month you receive that, and you've got a choice of stamp, stencil or groovy. You can belong to 1, 2 or 3 clubs.
Yeah.
Depending on how many clubs you belong to, then depends on how much discount you get on all your orders throughout the year. So if you belong to 1 club, you'll get 10% discount. 2 clubs, you get 12.5%. And 3 clubs, you get 15% discount.
Nice.
So that's one of the benefits of joining. It's £7 a month per club. You can choose to pay monthly or you can choose to pay in one instalment. If you go to our claritycrafts.com website, which is along here, and you go to the section that says join our clubs, click on there and it gives you all the information. Alternatively, you can give the office a call Monday to Friday between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Speak to the lovely Sue, Jazz, or Pete, and they will be there to help or answer any questions for you. Now, as soon as you sign up to a club, you will automatically have access to the half price club member sale. And we do that twice a year.
Yeah.
And it's all things Clarity. So stamps, groovy, stencils, fresh cut dies, many of the accessories like cardstock, card blanks, stuff that we buy in like Ranger ink pads or stuff like that. They're excluded. It's just literally Clarity products.
And I don't really know any company that does that 50% off of
No.
like everything, not just clearance sale or anything.
Yeah,
it's
no.
50% off of whatever you want as Clarity branded.
That's right. And because we manufacture here in the UK, sometimes it may take a little longer for you to receive your order because we don't like to disappoint. And if we haven't got it on the shelf, then also we make it. So that may take a little bit longer, especially during the course of the sale week. Or it's 17 days, I think it is.
Yes.
No, it's not 17 days. What am I talking about? It kicks off Thursday evening, so we'll ignore Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 11 days.
11 days.
11 days. So you've definitely come in once, come in twice. It's entirely up to you. So let me just show you the Groovy Club. So this is the little booklet that you'll get. This is the club plate for May, which was last month. Whee, there we go. Let me press out on that. So you will receive a baby plate. So these are our A6 square Groovy plates. And then you get this fantastic project booklet. One designed from Linda Williams and one from Jane Telford. All of the designs have been designed by lovely Linda Williams herself. Pergamano Master Worldwide. So yeah, do you want to have a flick through the book, Louise, just so that we can show our friends at home? Maybe it's new. So for £7 a month, not only are you going to get the plate, you get the booklet, you get the newsletter from Barbara, and you get the relevant club discount as well.
And it's a large picture, so you can really see all of the details of what you need to create. Yeah,
because we recently changed the format, didn't we,
of
this?
Added an extra
few pages in there.
Which is brilliant. It's always nice to have like lots more details in the step-by-step, isn't it? You have all the ingredients in here. You get a nice big picture, and then you have your step-by-step instructions, and it really takes you step by step.
Yeah, as if Linda's holding your hand, isn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of explanations as well. And then you get on to lovely Jane's
second project from lovely Jane Telford.
Again with the ingredients. In there, and then literally just everything that you need to know, all the instructions, perfect pictures really, just to do step by steps as you're going along as well.
Yeah,
it really is good.
Lots of tips and techniques and tricks and everything else,
and a little ruler
as well. And then obviously it shows what the other two clubs are, so the stencil club for that particular month and also the stamp club as well. So what that means is during the course of our half price club member sale, as I say, you don't get any further club discount because we're already giving it to you at 50% off. And many of you sort of look forward to these events. We brought it forward a little earlier into June, and because for all the sun's shining, so let's kick off the summer sale a little bit sooner. Right, okay, so for this hour, let's have a look. Before we get started on the brand new, let me explain there's different ways in which you can order. So we've mentioned the website at the bottom, claritycraft.com. So that's one way of ordering. Alternatively, you've got the telephone number, which is 01732 868 215. And that's Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m, where the lovely team, i.e. Sue, Jazz and Pete, will be there to help answer any questions, etc., etc. So that's how you can order. Well, what is it you would like to order, I ask? Now, I wanted to shine a light on two things that are not part of the member sale, but It was a plate we launched on Friday on Hobbymaker.
Yeah.
So you can see the details on the screen now. The item number is 42441. So that's the number you need to quote or search in the website.
Yeah.
This is the square floral framers A4 groovy plate, $24.99. Now, because it's brand new, it's not part of the sale, but you will get your relevant 10, 12.5 or 15% discount off as well. Also, lovely Louise is going to be using this plate in Groovy Tuesday, not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after, aren't you?
Yes.
She's got to work out what she's doing with it yet.
Yeah.
But
I've had lots of tips
yes,
from everyone.
and there was lots of suggestions this morning, was it? Which
There
design
was.
to go for. So should we have a look on the overhead, Louise, at
Yes.
what the plate looks like completely traced out?
I love this plate.
There you go. Let's bring the cameras over to you a little bit. There we go. So you can see here now, normally, these would be 6 A6 square baby plates, which are, I think they're £6.50 each. So that's like £39 worth there.
Yeah.
But what we decided to do, for several reasons, one, to offer value for money, but also the flexibility of being able to just move your parchment around to change through sentiments and also through designs.
Yes.
So you've got 6 different, this is sort of like, this will cover you the whole year, wouldn't it? Because
I know.
you've got Christmas on there, you've got spring, you've got summer, autumn, depending on your colouring.
I know, it's perfect. And the font is really lovely as well.
I know, Jazz has worked her magic on that as usual. I think Jazz is like Barb, they love their fonts and their scripts. So that's the plate there. Maybe this is the first time you're seeing it. Item number 42441. Should we have a look at a little bit of artwork on this, Louise? Because I know I didn't get an opportunity to show it all off on TV, but I mean, hang on a minute, Louise. Let's have a look. Can you just hold that pile up and show our friends at home how much artwork the design team sent in? It is all available on the website. So if you go for that item number, you'll see all the artwork on there. So let's have a look. We're going to come in close on this.
A lovely piece from Carol Baker. So using our green parchment.
Yeah.
With the snowdrops. That looks very spring-like.
It does, doesn't it? Happy days,
Happy
indeed.
Days. And our next one.
Next one.
Is from Jill Askham.
Okay, so now let's zoom out on this one. There we go.
It's using like Josie's straight grid, I believe. This one around here. You know, the little samples.
Oh, the patterned ones.
Yeah, they're brilliant. They are.
So a lot of the items used in these samples will be available in the club member sale.
They will be, yes. And using our designer paper too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Definitely in the club member sale.
That's using our
new rub-ons.
Yeah, our rub-ons, and then our rainbow paper. Lavender Fields.
Sorry, that's the wrong one. Bit too close.
Lavender Fields.
Nice. Look at that.
Very pretty, isn't it?
Isn't that beautiful?
Next one is from, I think this one's Carol Pankstello. Yes.
Nice. Look at that. So that's just
Beautiful.
using part of it. And then I like the way that she's put it into a larger frame as well.
Yes.
And then infilled the background.
Yeah, that's really pretty. A mix and matching as well.
Yeah.
These are from the 2 different squares.
They are. Then this one's from the lovely Louise herself.
Yeah,
now, you wasn't sure about this, was you? Because you
No.
showed this to me and you went, oh, I don't know whether I like it or not. And I went,
know.
sorry?
After all of that work, I looked at it, I thought, oh, I'm not sure. But then again, it's not my normal colours.
No, this is
I
true,
just
but
wanted
it's
to try something
beautiful.
different, you know, just monochrome.
Yeah,
So it's just like black and greys and
that's lovely.
hint of gold.
Okay.
Next one. There you go. That's beautiful. Love that. That's very.
Where's that one from?
This one is from Hazel Edwards.
Shall I take the pile from there? And if I can tell you who they are then as
Okay.
we pass them in.
Cool.
There we go.
That's it.
That one's from Hazel Edwards.
Hazel
See, the
Edwards,
rub-ons work beautifully
They do.
with
They
them,
just
don't they?
work perfectly with them. And white, gold, or black would look really
Yeah.
lovely.
So this one's from Karen Jackson.
Very nice. I love that.
That's nice.
Works well with greens, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Greens
the
look really
foliage.
nice. Yeah.
This, I love this one. Josie Davidson.
Oh, very colourful. I like that. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the
With the
robins.
black, with the really lovely bright colours.
Another one from Carol Baker.
Oh, Oh,
Very
beautiful.
spring and summer-like, isn't it?
I'm using the black one this time.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rub-ons. Another one from Karen Jackson there. Lovely grid work around it. But these have all
And
been
also-
Pico cut.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
know.
say a little bit of decoupage there.
That is madness.
Takes me back to the
That
days when
really
we used
is.
to cut everything out.
Yeah. Lovely Glynis.
I could always tell it's Glynis because she loves this border.
I know.
She does
And
love
also,
this
I mean,
border.
we've got the gold rub-on on there, which is
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard to pick up on when it's flat on the overhead. But it's a very sort of, it's like a rich
It's
gold,
a beautiful
as
gold,
opposed
that
to sort
is.
of like a shiny gold.
Sorry.
Another one from JC Davidson.
That's pretty.
Look at that one, look.
And that's 2 rub-ons, isn't it? It's
Yeah, combining sentiments
yeah.
together. I mean, look at the white work on that.
No, it's beautiful.
That's
isn't it?
gorgeous. Jill Askham. Now, Jill's
She's got
actually done some stitching.
Yes, that looks
I
really lovely.
love
Phil,
that with the metallic threads.
And the robins look very, very, very. I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost like they've been,
stippled.
yeah, but scratched. But it makes them look really 3D when
Fluffy.
you see it. Yeah, fluffy and 3D in person.
Carol Baker.
That's a
Monochromatic
nice
look there.
Look, yeah.
Let's come out on that one. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Jill Askham again.
Oh wow.
Look at that. Using that pearlescent paint
Yes.
to paint on the
Jill
front.
loves her pearlescent
She
paint,
does.
doesn't she?
Carol Baker.
That's lovely. Bit glitter.
Yeah.
If you can see it.
Yeah, you can just see that sparkle. Look at that.
Yeah.
This one's Carol Pankstello using the poppets.
Oh,
So she's used the poppets and then put the frame around it.
yeah, that's really good.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Josie Davidson again, really fresh.
Yeah, pretty.
Oh, look at this one.
It's a poga glitter as well.
Carol Baker. I mean, look at the
Oh,
grid
lovely
work on
grid.
that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that.
Glynis. Glynis loves a little sequin. Let me
Oh,
come in on
yeah.
this one.
Using
Look
our
at that. And then the
lovely
gold.
bonds again. Yeah.
Now this one's clever from Jill Askham. I love that she's just taken the flowers
Yeah,
to create
one.
a border, and then she's made
Oh,
little
yeah.
butterflies.
Oh, they're
With
lovely.
them.
I like them.
They're great. Should we come in close on that? Let's come
Yeah.
in on that one. Look at that. That's so clever, isn't it?
Oh, you can really see the glitter as well. Can't
Yeah, stunning.
you? Really pretty.
Another one from Glynis.
Oh, lovely.
There we go.
Using JC's
I think that's the triangle, the
yes.
basic grid.
Yeah. the
Yeah.
basic one.
Triangle. And then we'll come out for the last one. And this one is Karen Jackson.
That's a good one because that shows that you can create large,
Frames
small
as well.
frames.
Yeah, definitely.
perfect for that. 'cause that's just
That is
lovely.
absolutely gorgeous. So that is all the artwork that the design team sent in for that item there. So the item for that is 42441. I'll put that over there. I'll give that back to Louise in case we need that. So say Louise will be using that a week, not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after, in Groovy Tuesday. So if you want to pop that in your basket, if you're putting anything from the sale in there, and then we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. Now, next, let's have a look at some of the special offers we've got. So what we're going to do first, I just need to do this. I need to take our names out because what I've done, I've created special graphics for our club member sale. So first off, let's have a look at this 123 collection because there's various different options. Okay. So this is Linda's 123 Flowers ABC collection, and it contains the daisy, the sweet pea, and the hydrangea. Now this is in both A4 and A5 square groovy plates. You can see there it's £86.94, but if you're a club member, it's half price, £43.47.
Wow.
And I can hear you say, but why do we need it in 2 sizes? Well, when you see the artwork, you'll know why.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is that collection there. Then we move on to the second collection. So this is Linda's 123 D, E, F. Now you'll notice it went A, B, C, D, E, F. So Linda created these in a series. So this is 40999. And it's the bumblebee, the butterfly, and the dragonfly. A4 and A5 square groovy plate. Again, half price, £43.47. Okay. Then we go Christmas, ho ho ho. Never too early for Christmas. So this is the G and H, poinsettia and Christmas rose, A4 and A5 square groovy plates. There's just 2 of each in this collection. So the RRP is £57.96, bringing it down to £28.98. Item number for that is 41097. Right, so then we go from circles to squares. So if you like your wildlife a little bit more, then you've got Linda's 123 Garden Life A4 square groovy plate trio. So RRP £56.97, club members £28.49.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at these on screen, you don't realise how big these are.
No, I know.
If you're new to Groovy, and we'll show them to you very shortly. But if you want the smaller versions and you want the A5 square version, then the item number for that is 42254, and that's £29.97, half price £14.99, which means each of those plates, well, they're £5 instead of £10.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So,
you can't really argue with that.
well, no, exactly, especially if you're a club member. So let me bring up the flowers collection on the side of the screen. Okay, so and then what we're going to do, I thought, if we compare the sizes between the A4 square and the A5 square.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get the same one. So this is the Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy. Let me just pop that on top there. Let's go to the overhead, and may need to zoom out manually on this one. Let's just, there we go. Ooh, there we go. See what Louise is wearing. Okay, so the one to your right, Louise, is your A4 square.
Yeah, this is the A4 square.
And then the one to your left is your A5 square. So you're going to get the 3 different designs in this. This one is the Daisy, the Lily of the Valley, and the Fuchsia. Okay, so if we now zoom back in and let's concentrate on the larger one to start with. Okay, there we go, bit too. There we go. So what was the idea behind these 1, 2, 3 plates, Louise?
So Linda designed these in the idea of, for example, any techniques that you were willing to try, i.e. white work or colouring, painting or anything, you could try it on little bite-sized little bits. So you would start from the smallest and then work your way up.
Right, okay, so it's like a confidence grower.
Yes, yeah, and it was also designed just to give you just a little bit to do. So it was like a technique trier,
yeah,
in a way. So you would try it with the smaller, medium, and then large. But it's not so much a card, so you haven't got that fear factor of, oh, what if it goes wrong?
Yeah.
Because then you could just, create a little square and just try it, and then if it went wrong, it didn't matter because it was on a little bite-sized bit of in a little circle or
absolutely.
a square.
And it, as you say, I mean, we often say it when any card making. I think that's why the mini makes on our social media Facebook page is so popular at the moment.
Yes.
At the moment, since we launched it back in January, is it's more achievable to do a small piece of artwork. And if you're looking to practice different techniques, starting off with a small image is definitely more achievable than going straight into a large image, isn't it? So it is that confidence. You think, right, I've done it on the small, I've got that now. Let's go up to the next level.
Yeah.
And then get on
it's
there.
not so daunting, is
yeah,
it?
and then you think, oh, I'm not sure about that. You practice, you perfect that and say, right, I'm going large now. And when I say large, I mean, they're not big sizes, but it's the images. If we have a look on the overhead, you can see how it's sort of magnified in this collection.
They, they are perfect for that as well. But I've used them as a plate. I've used them in little elements in cards. So, for example, if I was doing a little a circle,
yeah,
and I'd have little all of these different flowers in the circle to make it look like a garden.
Mm.
So they are perfect for your little technique tries, but they're also perfect to do other bits and pieces as well, like make a larger card to put little flowers in a garden, for example.
Absolutely.
And you'll notice there's quite a lot of design team work that have done that over all of the plates we're going to have a look at.
Yeah.
In the design pieces, is
I don't know where to start with this artwork. Okay.
And that's beautiful.
I've got to start with this. This is sort of
Yeah.
like the masterpiece from Linda Williams.
Yes.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
So this is using the larger of the images, isn't it?
Yeah. So Linda's used the daisy, but then again, you see, you don't have to create it in a circle. You can just use them as elements, like along a border.
We did this at one of the annual parchment retreats, didn't we?
We did, yes, I remember that. That was maybe 2018, 2000.
No idea. I know it was definitely.
One
I remember,
of those.
doing it.
It was, I was here last time when we did this one, but it's so beautiful. You've got the dorsing in the middle, and then just blues and yellows look so pretty together, don't they?
And then we've got this one from Maggie Byford.
Yeah, lovely white work. So that is what it was designed for. You know, you would start with your large, your small, and then work up to your large. So it didn't seem so scary.
No, but potentially that's 4 different cards, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Or little coasters.
Little mini makes or coasters.
Yeah. Now this one has no name.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. So
they wish to remain
the
anonymous.
Lily of the Valley. This is rather lovely.
Very pretty.
Then we've got the next one from Glynis. I mean, look at that colouring on that.
Lovely colouring on that, yes.
So very traditional colouring in there.
Yeah, you can see the lovely pollen centre. Very beautiful.
Absolutely. And then this one from Karen Jackson. So this is like a wall hanging, isn't it?
Yes.
So what Karen's done, look, 3 different stages.
Wow.
Look at that.
It's gorgeous.
3 different cards again.
Yeah.
So
that looks really lovely around the little.
It is, isn't it, around the little frilly frame?
Yeah.
So that is one of the plates in the collection. Then the next one is your lovely sweet pea, I can't say it, Lysianthus. So like that, and Lily.
Okay. I love sweet peas.
I know, and perfect. They must be due out soon, mustn't they?
Yeah,
in the gardens.
They just grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
Like, we used to have some that just used to entwine in and in.
I love it. This one's from lovely gal Sydenham.
Wow, gorgeous painting.
Beautiful. Now that one. Where is that one? That one.
That's scales as well.
Is that from the same plate? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the lithy one that I can't say. I didn't recognise the flower, so that one's from Gal Sydenham as well.
Very pretty.
Then this is a nice one. This one's from lovely Emma Burns. Look at the sweet pea on there.
Isn't it? Lovely white sweet pea.
Absolutely stunning. Then we've got the hydrangea plate, the 3rd plate in the collection. So you've got hydrangea, crocus, and narcissus.
These are beautiful as, again, elements along a border, or to colour that, it's absolutely beautiful.
It's like a bouquet, isn't it?
It is.
I don't even need to look at this one. This was Linda Williams. Look at that. So it's very... we didn't do that one on the workshop. I think that was an example, wasn't it?
Yes.
On that one.
Yeah. Frilly circle again. It's
lovely.
So beautiful.
Sheila Gray with the crocus.
Lovely.
And then this is, I think, what you were explaining earlier, Louise. This one's from Gal Sydenham, where you've got a real sort of bouquet of all the different wild... They're like wild flowers, aren't they? The way in which she's laid them out.
And there's beautiful painting, and using the 5 needle tool around the outside. Looks a beautiful border.
Yeah. This one, Linda Williams.
Wow.
Look at that picot cutting.
I know.
The white work. I mean, the shadow embossing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then this is Linda as well. I know it is. There's no name on it, but look at this.
See, you can use that, like I was saying, in like a little garden in a picture. You can create what you want to create. I'm going to zoom in on that so you can really appreciate that one. I'll let Louise move that around slowly. Look at that. It's so beautiful, the fine painting. So you've got your snowdrops, you've got the lovely tulips, the narcissi. Isn't that gorgeous? So even though, you know, a lot of the flowers in the plates, they're full flowers, so you can create what you want to.
Yeah.
So you wanted like all these flowers in a square, you've got them all because
Yeah.
you can choose what you want to
You're
put in
making
there.
your own bouquets, aren't you?
Exactly, yeah.
So that is just one of the sets. So the details on screen. So you've got those 3 different design plates, and you've got them in both the large and the small as well. Yeah, sorry.
Yes,
Direct to camera feedback. Yeah. I was so engrossed with that
Engrossed.
artwork.
I know, it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Now, excuse me. Linda did some white work, didn't she,
Yes.
with these plates, which we've been touching on in our 1, 2, 3 online course.
We
haven't
have, yeah. We perused them, didn't we? Definitely on. We will be as well tomorrow.
Yes.
Looking properly at the artwork and explaining shadow embossing and all of that.
Yeah, because
So-
and the 1, 2, 3 online course is still available to buy. The last live show is tomorrow at 1 o'clock until about 4ish. But we also pre-film everything in advance. So Louise and I filmed it on Saturday, and we got so carried away.
Yeah.
We was going, oh,
We veered
I was
off,
in
didn't
and out
we?
the room.
Completely.
I said, I need to try this. I need to try that.
We got overexcited, didn't we, with all of the shadow embossing?
We did. So the details are on your screen, 60223. If you purchase this, there's no club discount on it. It's not in the member sale. It's a flat £60. And what will happen if you purchase this now, up until I'd say 12 o'clock tomorrow, I will then send you the invite to come into that inner platform, into the circle.
Yeah.
And what that is like giving you the keys to the classroom. And you can go back and you can watch the previous 2 sessions, and each of them are about 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So the first one was getting to know how to use ball tools.
Mm-hmm.
The second session was about the shader tools and the hockey stick.
Yeah.
And then the third installment, which we're doing live tomorrow, is then about the shadow embossing. And I think we often think, I know I did back in the day, shadow embossing, we automatically think is to do with the veins on a flower. But it's not, is it? Because
No.
we were talking about that on Saturday. Let's have a look at this artwork from Linda Williams that on those 3 plates that she designed.
There we go. So this is what she had in mind in a way of when she designed these plates, was to give you that, you know, the little bite-sized bits to create, for example, white work or colour work.
Yeah.
So you can see you start off with the little ones, and I mean, as you go up, that lovely button.
I know.
Pollen centre.
That's madness, isn't it?
But you can see such gorgeous shadow embossing. It just fades in.
And the shadow embossing is the light to dark or the dark to light, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So we're creating that light in the way, and we're not with coloured pencils. You do colour in the dark and the light areas.
Yeah.
But with your ball tools or your shaders, you're just creating the highlight. Which
Should
then,
look at the next coat.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. The sweet pea.
The sweet pea. Look at that.
Wow.
And the little.
And then there's the anther.
Yeah.
There's the anther.
And the lily.
And the lily.
And then you got the third plate in the collection.
The hydrangea.
Hydrangea.
I love crocuses.
Look at
gorgeous.
that.
And the narcissus.
Oh yeah. But I mean, look at the size of the petals on the hydrangea, on the flower,
I know.
on the large one. So this is where you really you hone it on the small, step up to the medium, and then imagine trying to do the larger version first and it not working. You think, oh no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I think blow that.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. I mean, what you have to concentrate on is where the light is. So you obviously you have a point of reference of where the light's coming from, and then you pay attention to that. So for example, Linda has pure white on these tips here, but it's white in the center and darker there, but that's to give you the idea of the light's coming this way.
Yeah.
Because if the light was coming from this way, then you would have the tip of this petal would be bright white, like these ones. So it's really just about figuring out where your light is coming from.
And this is all covered in that 1, 2, 3 course that's currently on the screen at the side. Say it is £60. You will get the booklet. Obviously, you won't get the booklet in time for the course, but but we'll go through that tomorrow during the live.
Mm.
If you can't join in on the live, then it's available afterwards for you to go back and watch. So that is the final installment of the 123 Whitework course, live one tomorrow, but all of the previous sessions are available once you've got the key. Now, there's also another set of plates that Louise has got to the side that Linda has done, and this is the, I mean, look at the artwork on this one. Okay, I'm going to bring the details up on the screen for this. So this is Linda's 123 Garden Life A4 square groovy plate trio. So it's available in A4 square and also the A5 square. If you want the larger version, item number for that is 42255. If you want the smaller version, item number for that is 42254. So I'm just going to bring up the details to the side of the screen. Where's it gone? That one there. Okay.
When I bought them, I bought the A4 and the A5 because in my head I had the idea of like different size flowers on a card, and it just looked perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the plate traced out exactly how it comes.
Blue tits. I love blue tits.
All right. So that's the plate there. So you can see you've got the different elements on there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got the garden bird or blue tits. You've got cherry blossom, and you've got the bird houses.
Yeah.
Okay. So now show Linda's embossed plate, the one that she's done with the whitework on that one. Okay. So this is shadow embossing as well. Yes. Look at, I'm going to zoom in on that bird, the little birdie. Let's come in. Come on, camera. We go to this little birdie up here, Louise.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Look at that is shadow embossing.
Yes.
So it's nothing to do with the veins in flowers. It's all about the light and the dark.
Yes.
But I know for me personally, when I was thinking shadow embossing, it's veins on the leaves, veins
lovely
on.
Veins.
But it isn't, is it? The technique is the light and the dark.
It is, and with flowers, you know, you don't have to have veins in flowers for it to be shadow embossing.
I mean, look at that.
Look at the nest.
I know, that's so crazy, delicate. Isn't it?
So beautiful. And so then you have I love these. They're so cute. The
little baby birdlings. They're not called birdlings, are they? What are baby birds called? Chicks. Are they chicks? I don't know. Maybe Gilly can tell us what. Why do I not know what a baby bird is?
Yeah. Our brains aren't working. I know, but it's not coming.
No. Okay.
Brain's not working today.
So that is one of the plates in the collection. Then if we have a look at the next one, so this one here, you've got your dandelion, you've got your corn with your little mises, and then you've got your harebells. Really, really beautiful, this one. And I know this was definitely a workshop, wasn't it?
I've never noticed. Oh, it is chicks.
Yeah. You didn't notice a little Missy.
This one. I've always seen this one, but I've never seen this one before.
He's in the corn.
Oh, that's so cute.
So we haven't got the. Yeah, we haven't. So it was just for the birdie one, wasn't it?
There was just one.
Yeah. Okay. And then the third one in the collection is, I love this one. I say I love it. I love all of them. So you've got your mallow, your poppy, and your wild rose. Yes. Beautiful as always. So so let's have, I know this is, I thought I was going to say, I think I know that. I thought this was going to be a Gal Sydenham, but this is a Louise Golding.
Oh yeah.
Look at those.
Gosh, yeah, I remember that.
Let's come in close on those fluffy birds. This was definitely, we did this on a workshop up in Leyburn. Fluffy birds. I'm not sure if we've got the artwork here or not that Linda did. But Linda was poorly. So Barbara was teaching it.
Teaching the fluffy birds.
Teaching the fluffy birds. It was this type of fluffy bird.
Yes, yeah, that's cute.
It was that one there.
Aww.
Look at that.
So cute.
That's beautiful.
Love blue tits. We have blue tits in the garden at the moment.
Have you?
Yeah, we had some in our bird box this year. They actually stayed.
So this nice is Carol Pankstello. Let's zoom out now. So look, a little birdhouse suspended from the. I love the little bits here.
Yeah, so pretty.
Then we've got this one from Glynis.
Oh yeah.
Look, I love it. Look at these. These are beautiful.
know, it's
Wow,
so-
this is a piece of art. Oh, it's Louise again. Look
Oh,
at
gosh.
that.
Yeah, I remember that. That's ages.
Wow. Jane
Yeah.
Nesterenko winter scenes in the
Oh, I know.
background.
Yeah, they're in the sale. They just,
Yeah,
it really looks nice with a scene all together, doesn't it?
it does.
That's what I had in my head.
Okay, and then let's have a look. So then we go to the harebells. This one's from Jane Telford. Oh, look,
Aw.
the bumblebees on there as well, I'm sure, is on that plate.
Yes,
It is, isn't it?
it is.
Is that
Yeah.
second one?
Um,
Is it? No, it's not, is it? Where
They
are the
might-
bumblebees from?
they might have popped in from the bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Oh, yes.
They've probably.
Over Linda's bumblebee plate. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So it's showing that you can use elements from different plates.
Glynis.
Oh, look at that
Look
dandelion.
at
Isn't
that.
that beautiful?
We did this in a workshop.
We
I
did,
remember
yeah.
this fluffy.
I think it was the same year as the
It-
first one we showed with
was
the blue
indeed,
and
yeah.
yellow.
Gal Sydenham again.
Beautiful.
This is nice. Glynis.
Oh, look at
Very
the
old.
mouse.
Look at him.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Sheila Gray.
Oh,
I
See, now
love
you can
the
see it.
boxes. Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
boxes like that.
yeah, that's nice. That is a nice. And I love the little corner.
And then this one, Jill Askham. Perfect for your mini makes. That, yeah,
So
look at that.
cute.
So, and then let's move on to Josie Davidson with the poppies.
Of course, lovely bit of grid work.
I had a guess on this one. I was right. Jane Telford, pattern building.
Yes,
I love that.
that's lovely. And yeah,
Yeah,
Hasn't it?
absolutely love that. Sheila Gray, 3 different stages.
beautiful.
See, I think this is great to show the 3 different stages. This one is from Chris Walker, the poppies.
Yeah, lovely poppies.
This one from Sheila Gray,
Wow.
just doing a section of 4.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh.
Our Pico Beetles as well on the outside.
Yeah.
They'll be in the sale too.
Now, I think this is Glynis, but it could be Linda. I'm not sure.
I-
I
I think that's Glynis.
don't know,
I've seen Glynis do
but that is
veiny
stunning.
flowers.
Whoever.
before. I know, it's beautiful.
I'm guessing it could be Glynis because of the tools around the
Tool work.
outside. Not that Linda doesn't use the tools, but
Yeah, I think that's Glynis.
and this is nice. So that's from Glynis. So this is using the smaller plate now, isn't it?
Yes.
So we looked at the design, so you can see this is the smaller version. So the ones on your screen at the moment are the A4 square. If you want your A5 square, then the item number for that is 42254, and that's $14.99 for 3 of those particular plates. So that's a selection of artwork. I mean, it really brings back all the. You look at them and you think, wow,
know.
all this amazing artwork, and it just doesn't get the light of day.
No, I know.
Until we have the opportunity to do shows like this.
I know. And the summer sales are brilliant for that because we can like find things, little treasures that have been. It's almost like a treasure trove that's been long forgotten for a
It
couple of
is.
years, and then it comes out, and it's just like, oh, it's so nice to see. And it's also really lovely to see Linda's lovely white work stages as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously Linda has them at home usually. She let me borrow them for the white work course. I'll be taking them back next weekend. But yeah, it's really lovely just to see all of the artwork and how much time and effort's gone into all of them.
Yeah, definitely. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the next collection. I'm just trying to separate this out. So if I bring up the details on, I think it's this one here. So this is item number 40999. This is Linda's 1, 2, 3 DEF collection, the bumblebee, the butterfly, and the dragonfly. So you're getting both the large and the small in this collection. As I say, everything is available individually as well. So I'll give the trace out plates to Louise to show
Lovely.
on the overhead. And what I'm going to do, let me just find it on my pole on the side. So many to share on this one. There we go. That's that one. On the overhead.
Ta-da.
So this is the larger A4 square plates, and you're going to get them in the A5 square as well.
Yeah, so you have the lovely butterflies, and then you have the lavender, and then the mallow. I
Nice.
love that. So beautiful.
It's really nice, isn't it? Say it's like you're magnifying and focusing on the different areas.
And the nice thing is you could use the dashed line, but also you could use the wheel tool, which we were talking about in
which
the
we were
whitework
indeed.
course.
That wheel tool, yes, been very popular. So then you've got your dragonfly, your water iris, and your water lily. I love this water lily.
I know, and that's really lovely. This one for pattern building as well.
Yes.
I've noticed a few people have pattern build with that one, and that is so very intricate, isn't it?
Yeah.
The water lily. And then you've got the bumblebee.
That's where the bumblebees came from, I reckon. Look, there it is.
There it is.
Whether it's a large one or something.
Or it
Look
could
at
be larger.
that's a big bee.
That's a big bumblebee.
Big bumblebee over there.
Wouldn't that look really cute as a fluffy bee?
Yes.
With the fluffy technique that you learn from the birds.
Yeah.
Incorporate it into the bumblebee.
So let's have a look at some artwork. So this one's from Gal Sydenham. So this is a selection now of all the different designs. Then we've got Carol Pankstello. I love Jane's frame, the way it's used.
It's perfect for a lot of different.
Yeah. This one's Jane Telford. Manchester Bees. Manchester. I'm guessing the bumblebees represent something in Manchester. I've got that
football
feeling.
Team, maybe?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Or whether it's a symbol of Manchester, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I could be talking a load of rubbish. This one's from Karen Jackson.
Be happy.
Be happy. I love the honeycomb effect.
Yes, that's really nice.
This one's from, I love this from Jane Telford.
That is beautiful, yeah.
Look, that frame around the outside.
Yeah, so using that little flower. And I love the idea of the little postage stamps.
That is a plate, the postage stamps. I'm sure it's still available on the website. Yeah, it's probably called postage stamp.
I saw it earlier when I was picking.
Right, okay. There we go. That's a nice way of framing. Carol Pankstello. Another one that's Be Happy.
You happy? Using our darker parchment as well.
Yeah. Chris Walker on that one. A real sort of lovely garden.
Yeah.
On this
That's a nice thing because you haven't got any circles or any squares around it, but you can use them without and create a little garden.
Definitely. I like this one as well. I reckon this is Linda Page.
That's beautiful.
Another one after your heart, her own heart with that.
Oh, I know, we were doing that earlier.
A few of them sadly been caught.
That's the problem with that border. It looks so delicate, but it can disappear.
Like this one.
Oh, I like that.
Josie Davidson. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
That's impactful, isn't it?
It is. Pattern building with circles.
Yeah. Look at this one. Glynis. Madness.
Wow.
Wow.
Love the little frilly.
This is lovely. This one. Sometimes you look at artwork and you think, I know that one. This one's definitely a Glynis. Not a Glynis, a Gail Sydenham.
They're lovely painting.
Yeah, on there. Then another one from Chris Walker. They love that idea of all the circles.
Yes.
To create the pattern.
A little pattern building around circles.
And then finally this one from Josie Davidson. Look at that, pretty impactful.
Love the background, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming close on that one because it's so soft. Okay, let's focus. Look at the Pergola. Pergola is in the half price member sale as well.
Ooh.
I've seen that going into a few baskets.
So lovely.
Look at that.
And using the little ones without the circles as a little garden. Beautiful.
So apparently, according to Jilly, the Manchester bee is a symbol of the city.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. I knew there was some, but I wasn't 100% sure
Manchester
on
bees.
that. All right, so that's that artwork. Now we've kept Christmas towards the end. Okay, so let me grab.
But people are thinking of Christmas.
No, definitely. I've been seeing what people have been putting in their baskets.
I know.
And I'm not mentioning anybody's name. I don't know who's in the room. I don't want to get anybody into trouble. Yeah, Christmas is definitely in the air at the moment, which is really weird considering it's like a heat wave outside.
We've got some nice warm weather.
So I'm just going to separate these out so it's easier. Now we couldn't find the traced out plate. So Louise, it's just two, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a pair of plates. Let me bring those details up for you on the screen. So you've got Linda's 1, 2, 3 Christmas GH collection, the poinsettia and the Christmas rose. This is the A4 and A5 square groovy plate collection. So again, you've got them in the two sizes. Half price, £28.98. So let me find that on the screen for you. That one. There we go. 41097. Okay, so let's have a look on the overhead on these of the two plates. So it really is, it's that same format, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you've got like your smaller poinsettias, then you've got your medium, and then you've got large.
Nice big large poinsettia.
Yeah, you've got not honeysuckle, mistletoe. Honeysuckle? Mistletoe. Then you've got your pine with your cones. And then on the other one, you've then got your Christmas rose, your holly, and then your ivy.
I love that.
Really, that's lovely,
pretty,
isn't
with
it?
a little...
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so let's have a look at some artwork. So it's two large and the two small plates. So this one is from Karen Jackson. Let's zoom in on this one.
That's beautiful.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love that.
See how simple. I mean, if you just took the circle and just in a nested square, for example, if you're not into all your fancy grid work around the outside, that card is so achievable for Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, you could use your Pico squares, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And then just create that. But that's so pretty.
And so, especially with the white work on the mistletoe berries, that is easier to achieve than trying to do a larger version. Yeah, I mean, how big is it? Yeah, I mean,
it does get quite large when it.
What would you try first? Would you try that size and end up with a donut because you're going round and round a circle, or do you want to practice on the small bits? I think we practice on the small bits first. Then we've got this one from Linda Page. Let's zoom back out now on that one.
Nice frilly circle again.
Sort of nestled within there.
Yeah, and that looks just like a frosty morning, doesn't it? You've got your pine cones, but then frosty pine.
Now this one's clever. This one is from Gal Sydenham, and she's taken that's the ribbons and bows, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think. But look, the poinsettia, the Christmas rose, the ivy. She's created like a wreath.
Lots of glitter.
Lots of glitter. Wow, this one's got a lot on it as well. This one's from Glynis. I love that.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Look at that sparkle. Look.
You've got to have some sparkle at Christmas.
Yeah. So you've got a mistletoe. You've got the baubles. There'll be they're Tina's baubles.
Yes.
On there. And then this is nice.
Oh, wow.
Josie Davidson on the designer parchment.
Yeah, that looks really pretty. Perfect colours for Christmas.
Yeah, the poinsettia.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the little ribbon as well down the side.
Yeah. And this one here from Gal. This is nice. It's just a very simple, a little
Christmas
coaster. Yeah.
It's a nice little gift to have, isn't it? Christmas?
It is. Sheila Gray combining I love this sort of trio of designs.
It happens quite a lot, doesn't it? The nice like A-line cards as well.
Wow. Look at this one. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to. Look at that. Linda Page. Wow.
That's showing the small size and the large size next to each other. It really lets you see the difference.
Beautiful.
So pretty.
Really nice.
Nice little tool work around it as well.
I love this as well. This is from Karen Jackson.
That's nice.
Using Jane's frame.
Yes.
And then it's entwined around the outside. I reckon the next one's a Josie Davidson. Yes.
Good work.
Josie Davidson. She loves her gold work along the edge.
Oh, yes. It's very pretty.
And then the final one, this one's from Carol Pankstello.
So, wow.
I wonder where that frame's come from.
I think it's that there's a frame that came out a very long time ago. It's one of the first frames that came out, and it's kind of got lots of frames within the frames.
Yes, it has. Yeah. Once it's set on the back, anything? No. Yeah, it hasn't got the knobbly little bits on it. I think they've been added afterwards.
In my head,
is it a classic frame?
It is a classic.
I think it's a classic frame, isn't it?
It was one of the
first ones that first came out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at some artwork on the smaller ones as well. This one's from Carol Pankstello.
Wow, so pretty.
Another present from from Gail. Another coaster.
See, they're perfect for, say, for example, you can give them as gifts, but also you could decorate them yourself for your play settings at Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
6 or 8.
This one's clever from Chris Walker,
Wow.
making a Christmas tree.
Oh yes, very pretty.
I
Clever
like
idea.
this one as well from Sheila Gray.
Oh
I
wow,
love that. Just in the set,
Yeah.
just that centerpiece there.
the ivy around it.
Yeah, the
on our
white
designer
parchment, the green. Yeah. Wow. Goodness me. They're just, it really does surprise me when we go back and revisit. It was the same when I was on with Jazz yesterday and we was looking at some artwork, and you really do forget what an amazing design team we have.
I know.
And how it makes our job so much easier when we're showcasing the products. From whether it be the parchment, the die cutting, the stamps, the stencils, all of it.
Yeah, each person in our design team gives you a piece of inspirational work, which makes you look at it and go, "Oh, I'd love to recreate that," but also, "Oh, wow, that's given me so many ideas to create something else."
Definitely, and I think hours like this, when we're sharing some, like these are some of Louise's favourites. Jazz chose some of her favourites yesterday. So you can go back onto our Cash Up and Craft if you missed yesterday's 10 o'clock show, because the schedule this week is a little bit different because Barb and Grace are currently in Paris.
They are.
So they're having a girly week in Paris, with it all coming to a head on Saturday evening at a Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
So apparently the cowboy boots have been packed. So I'm not going to go yeehaw because I don't. Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. So this week's a little bit different than normal. So 10 o'clock yesterday, instead of the shack, we had the lovely Louise, not Louise, Jazz. This is Louise.
Hello.
And then you had Groovy Tuesday with Louise this morning, and then 2 o'clock today. Tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, is the third and final instalment of the 1, 2, 3 Whitework course live.
Where's that time gone?
I know, I don't know. Then I'll be back with you on Friday. You've got me again, unfortunately, at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. But who are my special friends going to be? Is it going to be Louise? Is it going to be Jazz? Is it going to be somebody else? Who else is in the building? Who else can I find?
Who can you snatch and
who can I get to come and join me on Friday? I wonder. No. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I'm not saying anything. You have to tune in at 10 o'clock.
You don't want to. They might be watching, so you don't want to give them a little. You don't want to let them know that you're going to nab them. So.
No. What time is it? Right. Who's already left for the day? We've got lovely Lisa in the building.
Yes.
One of our fantastic designers. You got the lovely Sue on the phone.
Yes.
She may want to come and say hello. Who else have we got? It's more about sort of knowing about the design and the product and everything else.
Yeah.
We've got the lovely Jilly.
Yes.
She's going to throw something at me when I go back in the office. So maybe Jilly may want to. Jolly Jilly may want to join us on.
You're going to get a text in a second.
June in Friday. All the J's. So
yeah.
we could have Jilly, Jazz. There's somebody else. Jim.
Oh.
Jim won't
come.
So you'll have to tune in on Friday for that to find out which special guests I'm going to have
and what their favourites are.
Yeah, most importantly, what their favourites are. It's like Jilly's not texting; she's probably fallen asleep. From what she hears my voice non-stop all day. She went, "Oh, what's he going on about now?" No, she doesn't really. Jilly's very, very good. So I hope you've enjoyed this hour. I know I have, and it's something a little bit different. And especially when we can share it with someone like Louise, that we can pick apart and look at the different things. So what I'll do, just before we go, I'll give you a quick recap of the products we've featured during the course of this hour. Don't forget, if you go to the claritycraft.com website and go to the Clarity TV button, you'll see everything that's appeared individually during the course of this hour. So let's have a bit of a recap. So brand new plate we launched last week, item number 42441. You've got the square floral framers A4 groovy plate, £24.99, brand new. She says, I'll give you Jolly Jilly. Says Jilly. Brand new, £24.99. You will get your normal club discount, so whether that's 10, 12.5 or 15%, but it's literally, they're still making them downstairs. Yeah. Lovely Lisa. So we've got that. If you still want to join along for the 123 online course, the white work, with Louise and myself tomorrow at 1 o'clock, item number 60223. No discounts on that, and obviously no online courses or workshops are included in the half price club member sale. Then at the beginning of the hour, we looked at Linda's 123 Flowers ABC collection, which were the daisy, the sweet pea and the hydrangea. You're going to get both the A4 square and the A5 square groovy plate collection, half price, club members $43.47. Then we had a look at the Linda's 123 DEF collection, the bumblebee, the butterfly and the dragonfly, A4 square and A5 square groovy plate collection. Same half price saving, £43.47. Then we went all ho 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 and festive with Linda's 123 GH collection, the poinsettia and the Christmas rose, A4 square and A5 square collection, half price £28.98. And then we went all square-eyed with the 123 Garden Life A4 square groovy plate trio, half price £28.49. And then if you wanted to go smaller, item number 42254 for your A5 square version. All of those plates are in that show page, all available individually. And if you're a club member, they are all also half price as well. So thank you to the lovely Jilly for helping out. Jilly. We haven't managed to look at the chat because we're different screens or the different graphics, but I'm sure many, well, I hope many of you have enjoyed the hour. I know I have, especially designs by Linda Williams, artwork by such a fantastic design team.
I know. It's
presented
nice
by the lovely Louise. What a lovely way to spend an hour on a Tuesday afternoon.
I know, it's been really lovely.
So thank you as always for your company. Don't forget, come back on Friday at 10 o'clock. Let's see who I can, I was going to say dragon. I may have to drag them in screaming and...
Depends who they are.
It depends. Yeah, some may just like, yes. So enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care now.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.